around the world, from New Zealand, from California. We have hundreds of people in Sudbury and Thunder Bay, as well as hundreds of people online. So thank you so much for being here. Importantly, Roger, are you pointing out that you can't hear me? Or are you just waving? Perfect. If he can hear me in the North Island of New Zealand, then I think we're okay. NOSM University respectfully acknowledges that the entirety of the university's wider campus of Northern Ontario is on the homelands of First Nations and Métis people. Today is also an important day in that regard for truth and reconciliation. Yesterday, the Pope offered an apology to the people, the Indigenous people, and I think we have to just reflect on that important event. Our buildings are located on the territory of Fort William First Nation in Thunder Bay and the Anishinaabeg Nation, specifically the Atikameksheng and Wahnapitae First Nations in Sudbury. Please reflect on where you are and about the legacy of Indigenous people and what they have brought to the world. We have so much to celebrate, and I won't promise you that I won't cry because this year has been unbelievable. To those of you who know at NOSM and NOSM University now, I promised you NOSM U in 22. Well, we did it. And there are so many people, many of you here, I don't even want to read all their names. It'll read like the Oscars and I'll forget somebody. But everybody in this room in Thunder Bay, I am so grateful to you on behalf of the entire NOSM University community, our staff, our students, our faculty, our administration, the supporters, the mayors, the former mayors, the members of parliament. I cannot tell you how spectacular you've been. Every single municipality made this happen by actually putting pressure and asking for not only the university and the emancipation of NOSM, but as well the expansion of our medical school, which is another fantastic thing. We are about to almost double our MD seats, and we are going to double our postgraduate residency positions. More doctors for Northern Ontario. So for those of you online, bear with us because we're going to be actually doing what we do at NOSM U, and those of us in NOSM U are very comfortable with. We flip back and forth between Thunder Bay and Sudbury. And in fact, we also have people online who will be joining us by WebEx. So please bear with us as we go between these various technology issues. I am first honored to introduce to you two NOSM board members. Madame Juliette Denis, Francophone Métis Elder, and Craig Abatosaway, Executive Director of Minamadozwin, Monado Minisaming, and they're both going to speak to you from the perspective of our Indigenous partners. Madame Denis.
Thank you so much, Dr. Verma. Bonjour, Annie, good morning, and a warm welcome to you, all of you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning for this most memorable occasion. Bonjour et chaleureuse bienvenue. Merci beaucoup d'être parmi nous ce matin en cette occasion mémorable, que ce soit en personne ou virtuellement. My name is Juliette Denis. Tel qu'on l'a mentionné, je suis franco-métisse, aînée et détentrice de savoir métis et membre du Conseil de l'École de médecine du Nord de l'Ontario, qui aujourd'hui devient la toute nouvelle université de l'École de médecine du Nord de l'Ontario. For anyone interested in knowing a little bit more about me and about my amazing and dedicated colleagues on the NOSM board, I invite you to visit NOSM's website for a brief bio about us. I've been asked to do an opening blessing to start us off in a good way this morning. And most befitting on this special occasion, I have chosen to offer an expression of gratitude. Before I proceed, I wish to say that in keeping with NOSM's values of inclusiveness and respect, which embraces and values our differences, I acknowledge that our spiritual beliefs may be different. Therefore, I'm inviting you to open your heart and offer this expression of gratitude to your spiritual guide or guides, and or according to your personal spiritual beliefs, as the case may be. I also acknowledge that since the expression of gratitude I have prepared is trilingual in my own mother tongue and then French and English, you may not necessarily understand every word, but rest assured that they are all about gratitude related to this special occasion. And so what we can all do, however, is to muster up a whole big bunch of gratitude and disperse this good, positive energy into the universe while I offer this small expression of gratitude on our behalf. Creator, très chère Providence, commencez un gros merci pour avoir la chance de toutes se rencontrer un matin, même si c'est par Internet pour quelques-uns de nous autres. With hearts overflowing with gratitude for our many blessings, we are especially thankful this morning for the precious gift that is being bestowed upon us in the form of the very first standalone School of Medicine University in Canada. Merci du fond du cœur de nous avoir comblés du privilège exceptionnel de se voir accorder la toute première université de médecine autonome au Canada. Chimigwich, for all those who have contributed in some way to this great achievement, including all levels of government, our various partners, supporters, advocates, funders, donors, board members, students, faculty, staff, and community members. Préanamique, pour nous avoir donné la force de prendre cette grosse responsabilité ici, puis de pouvoir faire bien du bien que ça pour la bonne santé du monde dans le nord de l'Ontario. We pledge to do our utmost to be deserving of this huge responsibility we are being entrusted with today. Et enfin, merci beaucoup de nous guider tout au long de notre cheminement afin d'assurer notre succès et le bien-être de notre population étudiante et par conséquent nos communautés. Thank you for your guidance and inspiration as we strive to access the necessary resources to make sound decisions and to take appropriate actions to meet the needs of our student population and consequently our communities. Merci, miigwech, pianamik, merci, thank you. And now I would invite Mr. Abatasaway to say a few words.
Abojo, ni talbitang dugo makwendo dem, ande gom nakaning nindonji, manatomanis and ishinabe, chimigwachki mijiang mino bimadaziwen. Ani, wache, bonjour. Hello everyone. My name is Craig Abataswe. I am the Executive Director for Namadzuwen Health Services on the Dome Nising, also known as Manitoulin Island. And I also sit as a board member for the Northern Ontario School of Medicine. So it's with great honor and privilege that I'm asked to share a few words here today on this momentous occasion. And I give many thanks to Sarita and all the work that she's doing and all the past board members and people who have allowed this dream to come true here today. One of my first occasions of meeting Sarita was that she came directly to our agency, and that was really a touching moment. It was a moment that showed the commitment of NOSM to First Nations people to have her sit in our boardroom, and from there she invited me to apply to be a board member of NOSM, and I was glad to do so and be here today. As a host agency for NOSM placement students, and now as a new member of the NOSM board, there's a feeling of pride coming from the North and also as a First Nations partner to experience firsthand NOSM's commitment to First Nations communities and to see how our 7 grandfather teachings align with the values of respect, inclusiveness, social accountability, collaboration, and innovation embedded within the actions of NOSM University. For many years, First Nations people have spoken about our contributions to society, and now through the actions and opportunities created by NOSM, we have First Nations graduates practicing medicine in our First Nations communities and territories across the land. Therefore, it is with great honor and privilege that I congratulate NOSM University on this momentous occasion today and an important milestone on their continued journey and path. Ahaw, miigwech.
Miigwech, Craig, merci, Juliette. Thank you, everybody. I want to thank the entire NOSM Board of Directors. What you may not know is that this year has been a fascinating journey in governance. In fact, we've had some really interesting challenges as we've had to navigate the shift from being parents, having parents into foundational universities to actually trying to find our own way. So there will be a call for new members of the Board of Governors as we go forward, so stay tuned. The Board of Directors has been astounding. They're a diverse set of volunteers who actually give a lot of their time and have helped guide me and our leadership, including our COO, Mr. Hunt, through the difficult decisions we've had to make. Other people need to be thanked as well, but more importantly, I think the government and the Minister of Colleges and Universities, who actually signed on the bottom line and said we are going to declare this independent medical university, has a few words to share with you. So I invite Honourable Minister Jill Dunlop to say a few words. She has sent a pre-recorded message, so we'll play that for you.
Hello, I'm Jill Dunlop, Ontario's Minister of Colleges and Universities. I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations to the Northern Ontario School of Medicine University on becoming an independent university with degree granting authority. NOSM University has always played a critical role in delivering medical health education in Northern Ontario. And since opening its doors in 2005, this institution has contributed to the establishment of over 700 medical professionals in the North. This is an astounding number, and rural, Indigenous, and Northern communities across the province truly benefit from the commitment and dedication of NOSM University students and graduates. Our government shares NOSM University's commitment to growing the number of trained medical professionals in the North. I'm looking forward to sharing details on how we are working with NOSM University to help alleviate healthcare shortages in underserved communities and strengthen our province's healthcare workforce very soon. Becoming an independent university will allow the institution the flexibility of expanding and choosing its future partnerships. And providing more options for students, the university will support greater access to medical education in the North. I have no doubt that NOSM University will continue to make a lasting impact, providing world-class post-secondary education for the medical professionals of tomorrow.
Good morning. My name is Joy Workington, and I've had the honor of being a board member and chairing the governance committee over the last several years. Today, it is my privilege to speak with you on this historical moment for health professions education in Canada, and certainly for Northern Ontario. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I want to express the great respect and admiration that we have for our partners in the North. NOSM has had, in a short time, an immense impact in providing physicians to Northern Ontario, and we know there is so much more work to do to bring accessible health care to the entire region. I put my full trust in this institution to lead this work, and I'm elated to see where NOSM University will take us. I'd like to congratulate NOSM's leadership, who worked with government and who have consulted with the communities of Northern Ontario. The municipalities of Northern Ontario have been instrumental in bringing about change. I want to particularly acknowledge the Federation of Northern Ontario Municipalities and the Northwestern Ontario Municipal Association and their members. Your voices were heard, and as many of you know, NOSM University will expand to accept an additional 30 medical students and an added 41 resident doctors over the next 5 years. I want to thank Dr. Verma for her vision, her leadership, and her tireless work with her colleagues, the board, communities, and government to put the pieces in place that will enable NOSM University to move forward from this day toward a very bright future. With that, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. David McLean.
Thank you, Ms. Warrington. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. David McLean. I'm a professor here at NOSM as well as chair of the Academic Council, and it's really under that capacity today that I'm here to speak with you. One of the most exciting aspects of becoming NOSM University will be the formation and confirmation of a bicameral structure, which includes a board and a Senate. So what does that really mean? This is a very important concept under which NOSM will be governed in the future. To the academic community, the creation of an academic senate is a historic moment. For the faculty and for all, as it really confirms the commitment to academic freedom and integrity. The Senate will have the responsibility for overseeing and guiding the excellence of all academic programs, certificates, degrees, and will play a large and vital role in the commitment and support of NOSM's mission, vision, and values. I'm very excited today to be part of this transitional leadership. In Northern Ontario, students, staff, and faculty and partners will all be able to co-create the future together. A future will undoubtedly be bright and stellar for people who wish to be educated in Northern Ontario. A future that embraces diversity, equity, and innovative technology, and that will be led by the board and joined in collaboration with and defined by the new Senate. So it now gives me great pleasure to introduce your next speaker, Dr. Brian Ross. Thank you, merci, miigwech.
Everybody. It's a great pleasure for me and privilege to come and say a few words today. As Dr. McLean said, I'm Brian Ross. I'm a faculty member here at NOSM University. I have to get used to calling it that. I'm also president of OPSU Local 677 and the NOSM University Faculty and Staff Association. The local here represents 166 administrative, technical, and professional staff, full-time faculty, librarians, learners affairs officers, and instructional designers. We're always welcoming new members to our local, as NOSM University continues to be a very popular place to work in Northern Ontario. Having said that, many of our members have worked here since NOSM was first formed. I've been here since 2004. But I feel I'm still a youngster, as many go back to 2002, when the medical school first came into being. I think this level of dedication and commitment from everyone that works here stems from the reward one gets from being part of the mission of a university that aims to do something very specific and special and important. That is to improve the health of Northerners by training healthcare workers and conducting health research of relevance to Northern Ontarians. In essence, while we're employed by the university, we also do this for our family, friends, and neighbours. It is really very satisfying to see the many young people we have trained practicing in healthcare settings throughout the North. Wherever you may go, you'll see a NOSM grad, I think. I also wanted to say another reason that people love to work here is NOSM University is a much lauded institution. I used to travel to a lot of conferences, hopefully will be again someday. And it's always struck me as well, most people don't know who I am. They always have heard of the North Ontario School of Medicine and its many achievements. NOSM University is already a highly respected and prestigious medical school right here in Northern Ontario. something that me and my colleagues take great pride in. In fact, I think everyone in Northern Ontario takes great pride in this, that our region has been able to work together to produce this amazing place. As an innovator, NOSM has been compared to another trend-setting place, McMaster University. But with all due respect to Mac, I think we can go further here as an enabler of change in medical education and medicine in general. On a personal note, I've always felt very lucky and privileged to work here at NOSM and in the university and sector in general. And I've been reflecting, I've really been at university since I was 17, which is quite a long time ago. But I really believe in the power of higher education and how NOSM gives access to people who otherwise could not be trained to be physicians. I like to think of universities as ideas factories, a place we're employed to imagine knowing new things and doing things differently, all for the hope of producing a better tomorrow. But thinking it just does not make it real. It has to be planned, built, and implemented by our faculty, our staff, our managers and leaders, and as a collaboration between all of us inside NOSM and everyone outside in the broader community. I think as NOSM transitions from a faculty of medicine to an independent, autonomous university, it gains the ability to not just conceive of new ideas and new programs and new research, but be fully enabled to go and make these a reality. I think that's a big change. It will be great for our region and for the health of Northerners. And I think we used to think big, but now we can think bigger. Without a doubt, this expanding of horizons is a great thing. I recently was asked, what will this new university do? What will it do different? People are really, really interested in this. The exciting thing is that I have no idea. We don't know yet. We haven't done it. But I know we'll be able to now create our own future. Whatever the form that will take, I think the members of Local 677 look forward to working with all our clinical faculty colleagues, managers, and university leadership to make NOSM University a great success. I, for one, think it's going to be really great. That ends my remarks. I'm now going to hand you over to Connor Sonke, who's a fourth-year medical student, past president of the NOSM Student Council, and really one of the people which this place is all about. Over to you, Connor.
Good morning, everyone. What an exciting day. And I'm not just saying that because I get the day off my internal medicine rotation. My name is Connor Sonke. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm a fourth-year medical student at NOSM here on the East Campus in Sudbury. I've been asked today to speak as I'm the past president, actually my first day as past president for the NOSM Students Council. Like all NOSM students, I had a unique path to medical school before being accepted at NOSM, and I was actually an accountant. I took this knowledge into my first role with Students Council, where I was elected as the VP Finance. I held that role for the previous 2 years before being the president, and during which the Students Council had to deal with a number of tremendous challenges, most notably the COVID-19 pandemic. More recently, though, I've had the honor of serving as the Students Council president during one of the most exciting times as we transition to become the NOSM University Students Council. This year has provided plenty of opportunities for change, and I'm thankful to have had the incredible support of our entire executive group. At 25 students strong, nearly 1 in 10 NOSM students holds an executive position on the Students Council at any given time. The entire executive group has worked diligently to prepare for the transition. We've undertaken a number of great initiatives like organizing a student health and dental benefits plan, expanding our learner wellness committee, and strengthening our equity and diversity inclusion portfolio. We've also pledged to grow alongside NOSMU, both in terms of representing the growing MD student population, but more importantly, representing all future NOSMU learners like our dietetic students and our Masters of Medical Studies students. I can confidently say that the change from NOSM to NOSM University will only be a benefit to our students. NOSM learners are also always incredibly proud to talk about NOSM. I'm originally from Sault Ste. Marie. I've grown up in the North. I'm now training in the North, and I one day hope to practice in the North. I've been fortunate enough to return home each year of my medical school to complete some element of my medical education back in Sault Ste. Marie. And I think this is really what separates NOSM from many other medical schools. The distributed model provides unrivaled opportunities for medical learners to get early clinical experience, as well as learn directly in the communities that they're one day going to be serving. I don't think there's another medical school that can rival the hands-on experiences that NOSM learners get. Beyond the clinical exposure though, NOSM students are also focused on learning about the entire person and caring for the entire person. Social accountability is more than just a buzzword at NOSM. It's a core principle. It's ingrained into us, and our students become leaders because of it. NOSM has always been committed to the North, and as a university, its students will continue to deliver on that commitment of a healthier Northern Ontario. I look forward to graduating medical school this year as the last NOSM graduating class. I am saddened that I won't be the first NOSM University graduating class, but I just hope that the joke doesn't become they had to close the medical school because my graduating class was so bad. Despite this, I am proud to say that I played a part in Canada's first independent medical university. I'm so very proud of what the NOSM Students' Council has accomplished over the past 3 years, but I'm more excited for what it will accomplish as the new NOSM University Students' Council. Thank you, Dr. Verma, for the opportunity to speak today, and I would now like to introduce Dr. David Marsh.
Thank you, Connor. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. I'm David Marsh. I'm the Vice Dean for Research, Innovation, and International Relations here at the Northern Ontario School of Medicine University. And I want to take this opportunity to really thank Dr. Verma for her leadership and her vision throughout this last tumultuous couple of years. I don't think we would be here today without the energy and commitment that she's shown. NOSM University is a change maker and innovator in the areas of research that will impact the health of the communities of Northern Ontario. Whether you think about our first research center, and Aaron Cameron is the director of the Center for Social Accountability, our work through ICES North and the practice-based research network that's being led by Dave Savage and Barb Zellick, to take large data sets and understand the difference in health outcomes between Northern Ontario and the rest of the province, or between urban and rural settings in Ontario, so that we can design interventions to improve the health outcomes that work in this context. Whether you think about the AMS Research Chair in Indigenous and Traditional Medicine, held by Daryl Manitwabi, the first holder of that chair, to understand the strength and resilience of Indigenous communities and the things that help them to overcome their troubled and difficult history. Or the radiation biology group that's doing unique research with the Snow Lab in Sudbury, where they can go to a place that is not exposed to the kind of radiation that everyone here on the surface of the earth is exposed to, and do kinds of research that can't be done anywhere else in the world. Or our environment and health group looking at the impact of forest fires and algae on health. There's already a lot of innovative and important research happening at NOSM University, and research programs rely on graduate studies, and we have our first graduate program in the Masters of Medical Studies. But by becoming a university, we open up a world of opportunity to add new programs and new life-changing research. We have well-functioning active partnerships with Health Science North Research Institute, the Thunder Bay Regional Health Research Institute, Lakehead University, Laurentian University, and many other important academic and healthcare partners that will lead to growth in our clinical and basic research to benefit the communities that we serve. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Bill McCready.
Thank you, David. And good morning from Thunder Bay. I am a professor of medicine and the Vice Dean of Clinical Relations for NOSM University. My time as a medical educator goes back some 40 years. I took my first learner for the old NOMP program. We've seen an alphabet soup of acronyms since then. NORMED, NOMS, NOSM, and now NOSM University. During these past decades, it's been my privilege to collaborate with an amazing group of partners, all of whom have worked so hard to improve healthcare for the people of Northern Ontario through the education of medical professionals. The recent news of 30 new undergraduate positions, taking us to over 90 new doctors annually, and 41 additional postgraduate positions is beyond the wildest dreams I had when I took that first elective undergraduate from McMaster University in 1982. It truly is a game changer for the people of Northern Ontario. It would be remiss of me if I didn't echo David's remarks and emphasize the contribution of Dean Sarita Verma. She has been an inspiring leader who has navigated the path to NOSM University with skill and grace. David and I both snuck those remarks in without her knowing, by the way. During my time working for NOSM, I've had the distinct pleasure of traveling across the almost 800,000 square kilometers that is the campus of NOSM University. Our learners live and learn in over 90 communities in Northern Ontario, and I've been in most of them at one time or another, including Kenora, Sioux Lookout, Fort Francis, Wawa, Sault Ste. Marie, Thessalon, Hearst, Kapuskasing, New Liskeard, Elliott Lake, Parry Sound, Huntsville, and many more. And thanks to Brian Ross for telling me not to sing that song about I've been everywhere, man. We have more than 1,800 incredible clinical faculty members spread out over the north, all of whom teach the doctors of tomorrow while continuing to provide clinical care to their patients, helping us to fulfill our social accountability mandate. With our new university status and increasing enrollment, the future of NOSM University is bright and the possibilities endless. Now it's my pleasure to introduce another innovator, the man whose vision and drive started us all on this path, our founding Dean Emeritus, Dr. Roger Strasser.
Well, thank you very much, Bill. I must say it's truly wonderful for me to be here with you today for this historic occasion. I'm speaking to you from the traditional territory of Waikato Tainui in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Actually, I'm still a northerner because I'm on the North Island of New Zealand. Along with others who've spoken, I really do want to congratulate Sarita Verma, Ray Hunt, and everyone. So many people have worked so hard to achieve NOSM University. I remember as if it's yesterday, September the 13th, 2005, the official NOSM official opening. I mean, wow, that was quite an occasion. And today is an equally momentous occasion for Northern Ontario. A new beginning for NOSM as a fully fledged university. With our social accountability mandate, NOSM exists to improve the health of the people and the communities of Northern Ontario. University status opens a wide range of exciting opportunities, PhD and other education programs across the health professions, research and innovation, health service and workforce development, community capacity building, and much, much more. The sky's the limit. I'm speaking to you from the other side of the world, so I want to bring an international perspective. NOSM is recognized, as you've heard, as a global leader in socially accountable, immersive, community-engaged education. As a founding member of the Consortium for Longitudinal Integrated Clerkships, or CLIC, and the Training for Health Equity Network, VNet, NOSM has led the development of socially accountable education around the world. More recently, NOSM has taken a lead role in the Network Towards Unity for Health, a long-standing global community of practice in socially accountable education and healthcare. NOSM University joins a small group of medical universities worldwide. University status opens truly amazing opportunities to develop international university-to-university partnerships for socially accountable education, research, other scholarly activities, health service and workforce innovations, and a lot more. The launch of NOSM University today is unprecedented in Canada and an extraordinary milestone that is to be celebrated across Northern Ontario. It is the beginning of a new phase on the ongoing journey to achieve innovative education and research for a healthier North. Thank you.
Thank you, Founding Dean Emeritus Strasser. It has been a pleasure to follow in your footsteps. And I know that I actually thought, well, this is going to be easy. He's done a great job. I just have to hang in there for 5 years and then, you know, I'm done. And then came a pandemic and then an insolvency at Laurentian. And then, I mean, I can't even tell you what the last year has been. I do want to acknowledge my dear friend and companion through this, Ray Hunt. We live and build on what came before us, and what we will do in the future will be incroyable. We will actually make possible the impossible. We all struggle with healthcare. Even today, during a continuing pandemic, the 6th wave is coming. It is unbelievable what we have to deal in our challenges with chronic disease, things like diabetes, chronic heart failure. We have to deal with problems like heart problems, cancer, ongoing challenges with mental health and addictions. The opioid crisis is 3 times worse in Northern Ontario than it is anywhere else. And so becoming a university is more than just changing our name. It's actually saying we're here. Now is the time. Now is the time for us to rise above it all and to change healthcare, because darn it, we can do it. We are actually, now is the time for Canada's first medical university to make some noise. We will shape what it means to be a medical university. If you wonder what it is, and as Brian Ross said, we have no idea. Well, we do have some ideas. We will actually stand and yell it from the rooftops that health inequity must be addressed in Northern Ontario, that Northerners deserve the dignity of good health close to home. They shouldn't have to travel 3 or 4 hours just to see a subspecialist or a specialist. Now is the time for us as a leader, as a health education institution, particularly in the North and particularly in these days, to be efficient, to show that we're financially responsible, that we owe the Canadian and the Ontario taxpayers return on investment for every dollar they spend in healthcare education and research. We will innovate with leading edge curriculum in virtual medicine. Now, listen, you don't have to see a doctor in person anymore. You know, you can actually see people online. We did it during the pandemic, and we will continue to do that kind of amazing artificial intelligence and digital medicine, but we will keep our humanity. And when you need to see a doctor, we're going to make sure that you can see a doctor. And if you can't see a doctor, then maybe it'll be another health professional. We're going to remove financial barriers for people who want to have higher education in Northern Ontario. It's way too expensive. And so our aspiration is actually to become tuition free. And you've heard it now many times, and you'll wonder, what is social accountability? Well, social accountability is all of that. We're going to stand on the shoulders of Roger Strasser and all the people he mentioned who lead on social accountability, which is about doing good. And it's about doing good in the context of equity, diversity, and inclusion. We will lead when it comes to truth and reconciliation. Now is the time. We will continue to transform, and as we go forward, we will electrify you and the rest of the world, because we are the future. We are going to do the impossible. we're going to change the world because we are now NOSM University. So with that regard, there were a lot of people who wanted to be here today and wanted to make speeches, and I think we've had quite a lineup, but we do have quite a few people on video, at the end of which they all want to say congratulations. But at the end of which, I'd like you to stay so you can see our reveal. We're going to reveal our new look, our new logo, our new identity. And then after that, we'll be wrapping up.
Congratulations on the establishment of NOSM University as you continue the journey started in 2002 of engaging and partnering with remote, rural, Indigenous, and Francophone communities in Northern Ontario to meet their healthcare needs. The Northern Ontario School of Medicine has played a vital role in developing doctors for Northern Ontario communities and has enhanced Northern Ontario's ability to attract and retain medical talent. I wish you continued success as you strive to meet the unique healthcare needs of Northern Ontario. Thank you.
I'm proud to help celebrate the official launch of NOSM University, and I'd like to congratulate the students and the faculty here at NOSM on being part of Canada's first independent medical university. Thank you to everyone who has helped champion this historic next step.
Congratulations and thank you to everyone who has made this momentous occasion possible. This will really enhance all medical education and the health care of the people of Northern Ontario.
On behalf of our Board of Directors and our full membership of 110 municipalities in Northeastern Ontario, I want to express our congratulations to the Northern Ontario School of Medicine University on the start of this exciting journey. We take pride in our working relationship with NOSMU and stand ready to assist in any way we can. Staff, faculty, and students play an important role in the development of Northern Ontario. The announcement of becoming a standalone university and the expansion in the number of undergraduate and postgraduate positions will be a benefit to the well-being and lifestyles of Northern residents.
Et au nom du groupe consultatif francophone, j'aimerais féliciter l'AMNO pour être reconnu comme étant la première université autonome en médecine au Canada. Nous sommes reconnus comme étant un chef de file dans la création et la mise en œuvre de programmes novateurs pour répondre aux besoins en matière de santé dans le nord de l'Ontario et aussi pour former nos futurs médecins. C'est vraiment de quoi être fier. Et sur ça, continuons ce beau travail.
I would like to express my highest congratulations on NOSM becoming a university today. Together, we will continue to strengthen relationships with all of our Indigenous community partners. Our main goal is to continue advocating for equity, diversity, and inclusion, and to continue to stamp out racism and to seek truth and reconciliation.
NOSM, you've achieved so much in your history so far. You make me proud to be a NOSM supporter. And now it's terrifically exciting to think about what you will accomplish as a standalone university. Congratulations and best wishes from Fred Cass and family.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate NOSM on their amazing work and accomplishments that has led to becoming the first standalone medical university in Canada. We greatly value our partnership and we look forward to continuing to work together to address the critical physicians shortage in the North, to make the North the best place we can to live, play, and work, grow a business, and grow a family. We are excited to be with you on this new journey. Thank you, and we wish you the best. Chimigwich.
Congratulations to the Northern Ontario School of Medicine University. On behalf of the hospital and our board of directors, I'm pleased to bring greetings and extend my best wishes to the faculty, staff, and students. We are a proud NOSM partner and support you in your continued commitment to social accountability as you drive to improve access to quality healthcare in Northern Ontario.
Good day, everyone, and what a day to celebrate such a remarkable achievement. We have clearly shown the effectiveness of what motivated people can accomplish when they work in unison and they build together. So now It's up to us to keep on building on these strengths and keep on being on the helping side of the ledger.
That school belongs to the people of Northern Ontario. It's their school. And I want to congratulate all of those who were involved in this endeavor, because now we finally have a true medical school, and a medical school that is going to do great things.
Congratulations on being granted university status and for the increase in class size. We so look forward to working with you for many years to come.
And at this time, we offer our congratulations to the Northern Ontario School of Medicine as it embarks upon its independence as a standalone School of Medicine. Congratulations from the Pearson family.
On behalf of Thunder Bay Regional Health Sciences Center and Thunder Bay Regional Health Research Institute, I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate the Northern Ontario School of Medicine, NOSM University, on becoming the first standalone medical university in Canada. NOSM University builds on the strength of its past while continuing to partner, collaborate, and strengthen the quality of health services across Northwestern Ontario, training the next generation of healthcare professional in the North for the North.
On behalf of everyone at Health Sciences North and the Health Sciences North Research Institute, and as a proud former board chair of NOSM, congratulations on obtaining a university status. Au plaisir de continuer à travailler avec vous. Chimiwech.
Félicitations à l'occasion de votre nouveau statut d'université. Je vous souhaite longue vie et bon succès.
Dr. Burma, on behalf of all of the municipalities across Northern Ontario and all of those here in this room and across the world, and all of the doctors who have now graduated and those who are presently working to graduate, we want to congratulate you on what you've achieved. An absolutely momentous and significant move that created this school by leading so many people to your ideas.
Thank you, everybody. Merci, miigwech, chimiigwech, merci. Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful morning. We actually made it in under an hour, which is fantastic. It has really been truly an honor and a pleasure to be part of this. But by the way, guys, the journey's just begun. So we're about to have some really amazing stuff happen over the next month or so. And we look forward to being part of this journey with you. I want to remind you that when you check your email in the next couple of days, you will be receiving an email from us with a gift. The gift is special to us because, in fact, as we think about the planetary crisis, we're giving you a chance to make a difference. We're giving you a really, really nice camp mug that says NOSMU on it, I think. But within that mug is a small sapling tree. And with our theme of Rootin' in the North, we would like you to plant that tree thinking of NOSM University. Miigwech, I want to really thank the staff, our communications folks, our IT folks, all of the people who made this happen. I see our two directors here, but people who also work with them. There are hundreds of people that stand behind me. I'd like to share all these flowers with them, but they're all mine. So merci beaucoup. Miigwech to all of you online. Thank you to everybody in Thunder Bay and Sudbury. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.